the spark of creation, from idea to raw material. It all starts with a feeling, not a spreadsheet, not a marketing brief, but a raw, visceral desire to create something extraordinary. A supercar isn't just a car, it's a statement. An idea sketched on a napkin becomes an obsession in a design studio. Engineers and designers argue, they collaborate, they push the boundaries, aerodynamics, aesthetics. They want a shape that slices through the air, but also one that stops you dead in your tracks. This initial spark, art and physics, is the blueprint for everything that follows. It's the soul of the machine before a single piece of metal is ordered. Once the design is frozen, the hunt for the perfect materials begins. Not the simple steel of a family saloon. This is top-shelf stuff. Huge rolls of aerospace-grade aluminum arrive, sheets of pre-impregnated carbon fiber for critical components. Baked under immense pressure and heat, lighter than aluminum, stronger than steel, each delivery is scrutinized. Inspectors check for the tiniest imperfections. In a car built to exceed 200 miles per hour, there is no room for compromise. Raw materials are cataloged and stored in a climate-controlled environment, awaiting their transformation. Think of it as a larder for a Michelin-starred restaurant. The chef wouldn't accept subpar ingredients. Master builders of a supercar are just as demanding. The final performance, the way the car carves through a corner, starts here. It starts with the quality of the aluminum, the specific weave of the carbon fiber, the purity of the alloys that will become the engine block. This is the foundational promise of quality, made long before a car takes shape. Often overlooked, yet arguably the most crucial phase, where the digital dream begins its journey into the physical world. Forging the form, shaping the supercar's soul. Now the real work begins. The factory floor is a symphony of controlled chaos. Massive hydraulic presses, some exerting thousands of tons of force. These giants are fitted with precision-milled dies. With a deafening thud, a flat sheet of metal is stamped into a complex, three-dimensional shape. A door, a bonnet, a fender. The process is a brutal, yet incredibly precise act of creation. Each panel is formed in a matter of seconds, emerging warm to the touch, its new shape permanently set. It's the car's first hint of a physical identity. Meanwhile, in another quieter part of the factory, the carbon fiber components are being meticulously crafted. This isn't about brute force, it's more like high-tech tailoring. Technicians, often by hand, lay the sheets of carbon fiber into molds. Each piece is carefully positioned, with the direction of the weave being critical for strength. It's a slow, deliberate process that requires immense skill and patience. Once the layers are in place, the entire mold is vacuum sealed in a bag and wheeled into a giant oven called an autoclave. Here, under intense heat and pressure, the resin and the fiber cures, fusing the layers into a single, unbelievably light and rigid component. The monocoque chassis, the car's very skeleton. With the individual panels stamped and the carbon fiber tub baked, it's time to build the body. This is where the car truly starts to look like a car. The panels are brought to the body and white assembly line. Here, a ballet of robotic arms and skilled human welders takes over. The robots, programmed with sub-millimeter accuracy, perform thousands of spot welds, joining the aluminum panels together to form the outer shell. In areas requiring a more delicate touch or specialized join, highly skilled welders step in, their craft ensuring a seamless and structurally sound bond. This frame, a complex lattice of metal and engineering, must be perfect. Before moving on, this naked metal skeleton undergoes its first barrage of quality checks. Sophisticated laser scanners and coordinate measuring machines pass over every inch of the frame. They compare the physical body against the original digital design, measuring thousands of points to ensure everything is aligned to within a fraction of a millimeter. Any deviation, no matter how small, could affect panel gaps, aerodynamics, or even the car's handling at speed. If an error is found, the frame is pulled from the line. Perfection is not a goal. It is the only acceptable standard. The heart of the beast, assembling the powertrain and chassis. Parallel to the body's creation, the heart of the supercar is being born in a separate, almost clinical, part of the factory. This is the engine assembly room, a place of hushed concentration. Specialist engine builders, often with decades of experience, work on a single engine from start to finish. This isn't a mass production line, it's more like a watchmaker's workshop. Pistons, connecting rods, crankshafts, forged from exotic lightweight alloys measured, balanced, fitted by hand. The tolerances are microscopic, generating over 700 horsepower. These builders treat their work with a reverence, creating the source of the car's soul, the thunderous soundtrack, face-melting acceleration. Each bolt is torqued to a precise specification, recorded, signed off. A small plaque bearing the master builder's name is affixed. The assembled engine isn't sent to the main line yet. It's mounted to a dynamometer for its first taste of life. With the mechanicals in place, the car moves to what is arguably the most artistic part of the factory, the paint shop. This area is more like a clean room at a science lab. Air is filtered to remove dust. Workers wear lint-free suits. The bare metal body undergoes a deep cleaning, then is submerged in chemical baths to prep and add corrosion resistance. The first layer of primer is applied by robotic arms. The arms sweep in graceful programmed arcs for an even coat. That primer is critical for the final finish. Primer is cured in a low-temperature oven. Then, color application begins. Robots spray several layers to build a deep, rich hue. For special finishes, pearlescent, metallic, some require 7 or 8 layers. Between each coat, the car is baked to harden the paint. After color and clear coats are applied, the car gleams. But tiny imperfections remain. Human skill takes over. Polishers inspect every square inch under intense lights. Using ultra-fine abrasives and polishing compounds, they painstakingly buff by hand. The multi-day process removes orange peel texture, leveling the clear coat until it's smooth as glass. The result, a mirror-like depth of shine only achieved by hand. It proves there's no substitute for the human eye and a skilled hand. While the exterior is perfected, artisans craft the interior. Fine leather, alcantara, carbon fiber trim, polished aluminum. Large hides are inspected for flaws, then cut by computer-guided blades into patterns for the seats, dashboard, door panels. Craftspeople feed pieces through sewing machines. Hands guide the material to create the perfect stitch. Hand-stitching red leather. Customization comes to life. Clients choose leather color and the contrasting thread color. It's bespoke tailoring for a car. The car, now with its flawless paint job, re-enters the main assembly line for the final phase. This is where it transforms from a beautiful shell into a fully functional machine. The atmosphere here is one of focused intensity. It's a delicate operation. Hundreds of components must be installed without a single scratch. The satisfying thunk when closed. The pre-assembled dashboard is brought in. Leather, electronics, wiring. The dashboard is maneuvered into the cabin. The interior truly comes to life. An army of technicians plugs in dozens of wiring harnesses, engine control unit, infotainment, climate controls, active aerodynamics, hundreds of sensors. The digital puzzle is complete. The car's electronic brain is booted for the first time. Outside, final touches are applied. Intricate headlight assemblies are installed and sealed. Taillight assemblies are installed and sealed. Wheels are bolted on. Lightweight magnesium wheels. High-performance tires. Each lug nut torqued to exact specification. Windscreen and windows glass is bonded into place. Smallest badge, largest aerodynamic trim. Panel gaps measured one last time, perfectly uniform. The car is now whole. For the first time, it rests on its own wheels. A true supercar. But the journey isn't over. Exhaustive system checks begin. Every single function is tested. Windows, lights, infotainment. Technicians run a full diagnostic scan, ensuring systems communicate and no hidden error codes remain. This final assembly stage, the grand crescendo of the manufacturing symphony. The car may look perfect, but its true test is yet to come. It's rolled off the assembly line and into the monsoon test chamber. High-pressure water jets blast the bodywork. Jets strike from multiple angles. The shower runs for several minutes, an extreme storm simulation. Inspectors comb the cabin, checking for leaks. Inspectors probe the exterior seals. Close up, seal integrity and water beading. Next, the car is mounted on the shaker rig. Hydraulic actuators hammer the frame. Technicians listen and probe for squeaks and rattles. It moves to the moment of truth. The test driver straps in. The car hits the private test track. Full throttle acceleration runs, hard braking to bed in the brakes, high-speed slalom to stress steering and suspension. The driver listens for odd engine noises. The driver feels for chassis vibrations. Engineers verify the car behaves as intended. Driven hard, limits explored, guaranteed performance. Back in the factory for final inspection. Lifted up for undercarriage checks. Technicians torque check and examine components. Engine fluids checked and topped off. Into the detailing bay for meticulous cleaning and polish. Close-up, fingerprints and dust removed. Final QC manager walks a long checklist. Final sign-off, stamp or nod of approval. The car is wrapped in a protective cover, loaded into a closed single-car transporter, or crated into a custom air freight box. Montage, workers, assembly, thousands of hours, hundreds of people. Arrival at the showroom under bright lights. The cover is pulled back. The owner sees their car for the first time, rolling off. The supercar on an open road. Close-up, badge, emblem. The birth of a dream.